Hello everybody and welcome to another third-party masterpiece review. Today I'm taking a look at Badcube's Backland. That's their really nice homage to the G1 character Outback. Now I must insist this is only a prototype of the figure, but my goodness, the beige kind of khaki colour they've used for this mould really brings out all of that fantastic detailing. It looks incredible. They've got that Land Rover down to a T. Now of course you would be forgiven for thinking these moulds are exactly the same, but they're not. There are some very, very slight, subtle differences. If you look on the front here, for example, Brawny doesn't have the tow hitch with the cabling that Backland has. If we just rotate them round, the gas canister has the markings just here and here where the Decepticon finder is plugged in on the inside there, and Brawny's are just at the bottom here, and the actual rifle section on top, that's designed to be kept in on here. It does still remove, but it's designed to be kept in on the top of Backland as opposed to Brawny's, which was removed. Accessory wise, Backland comes with his cannon as standard, which is again is a great nod to both the G1 toy and the actual comic, as well as in the back section here in his gas tank he has his Decepticon Detector, which he used in the 5 Faces of Darkness, I think it was, where just after the Olympics they had to go and find the Decepticons. So yeah, I mean, he comes with 2 standard accessories, and of course when you buy this 2-pack you get just a little bit more. You get an exploding disc, which again was used in the 5 Faces of Darkness, and you also get a Quintezon journal, which was used in the self-named episode, the Quintezon journal. And you also get this alternative face mask for him with the visor completely silver as opposed to the blue one that he comes with as standard. Now that's a nice nod to his inconsistencies in the G1 cartoon, where at one minute he had a blue visor and the next he had a silver. Scale wise, like his comrade in arms, he looks fantastic placed alongside the masterpiece cars. And of course let's not forget Huff, who with these guys still looks the business. The transformation for Backland, for the most part, is pretty much the same as it was with Brawny, with the variations on the arms. What we're going to do, we're going to start off with the back panel. Just going to pop that off. As you can see, as we pop that off, we are greeted by the Decepticon radar. Let's just pull that section off. Pull that section off. And let's just open that up. Flip these sections forward. Like so, and then he's got his handle here, and that is the Decepticon radar. Let's see if we can get you in focus. There we go. It's not essential, but it's a nice little touch. As with Brawny, we're going to put these 2 canister sections just to one side, and we'll come back to those once we're doing the legs. Coming around to the back section, we're going to start by just flipping down these side panels, which are pegged in at the top, like so, and as you rotate them round they rock on this hinge, and there's a plug here that's going to plug in like so and push in. There we go, securing that in place. Take the gun off the roof, but remember we can leave this bracket on, and you want to just unplug this windshield. It lifts up, it's plugged in just on the underside there by the die-cast pins, which again in the final release the die-cast sections will be painted. You're going to rock that on that hinge on the bonnet, rock that section up, and as it's up you can fold down this section here. I love how they've even got the detailing on the underside of the robot. I mean, that's nowhere near needed, but they've included it anyway. Let's flip this section round again and just fold that onto the inside. At this point we can just separate the legs. They untab just from those doors. And as they're here you can just pull out and extend this section down, rocking this hinge, pulling the knees forward, and just pull those sections apart, separating the 2 legs. With the legs you want to just pop open this panel here. You then want to bring this foot down, pop the toe down, rotate the foot around, and you've got this little knob in here. You can bring your canister back, plug that into the hole here. You can then swivel this section around like so. That's slightly pushed out, push that back in, and there is a tab just on this section here, and that, see, that just pegs in just there, and then we can bring the knees right up like so, and that's pretty much the back of the legs filled in and made. Applying pressure to the back of the knee, you just want to bring this section up and to the front. It's when we get to this point you can see just how differently the arms are actually stored inside the vehicle mode. The Brawnies are folded over on the inside there, whereas if you take a look at Backland, his are actually folded up because they've got these additional panels on the arm sections there. So when we unfold them, you can see this entire section is rotated and it's pretty much round the other way to what Brawnies were. I'm going to swivel back this die cast section here, so it's like so. Again, remember the die cast sections will be painted on the final product. Untab this section here, like so, and you want to untab the front of the bonnet pieces as well. Just untab both of those, and again, this section is just going to pull out sideways, and whilst it's pulled out, you can then rotate these sections around. Like so. Rotate round, rotate round, rotate round, like that. Again, like with Brawny, you want to line up the tab on the inside here with the metal pin and just slide that in like so. You can then move this chest section down. We can then rotate Backland's head round like so. Now that the face is square, just pull back open this chest section. Come around to the arms and rotate them round like so. They will only go one way. You have to go clockwise, bring it all the way around till it's level. Fold in this section here like so. And now with this section tucked in, when you fold this back down, it's going to peg in just either side of that chest, securing it nice and firmly into position. You can then bring the arm down, rotate it at the bicep to move up these faux arm panels, rotate it all the way around. Again, really tight joints on this guy, and just bend his elbow on that double joint. And finally, like with Brawny, just bring the backpack section down like so. And there we have one Backland, aka Outback. And here we have Backland in all his glory. I absolutely love these faux panels I've got up here to give that really nice G1 toy effect. He holds his gun really well. The Decepticon radar kind of just places in his hand. There's no real way of getting that to hold securely in there, but I think it's just from aesthetics, and it does look fun. Unfortunately, I don't have the other two accessories because this is only a test shot, but I love the look of them. If you look at the Badcube's Facebook page, they've got pictures of them up there and they look phenomenal. Articulation wise, he has everything we would expect from a modern masterpiece. Up and down tilt on the head, not a great deal of downward motion there, but you've got a left and right, although his left and right is somewhat hindered by the back section here, which, although it wasn't on the G1 anime I think they've done a really good job of including it with this, and it's a great nod to the G1 toy, and it still does look very good on him. He's got this lovely ratchety clicky joints on those shoulders. They do go up and they're not hindered at all by the side panels because you can just swing those down and you've got a really nice range of movement there. You can bring it all the way forward. He has very tight upper bicep swivel. Again, not too tight as the fact I'm going to break it, but it's tight enough to keep him in some really nice poses. He has that double jointed elbow, so you've got a bend here and a bend there. And of course we do have a wrist with a swivel and those opening fingers. The waist does swivel, and it's actually less hindrance on this than there was on Brawny. The thighs, they can be brought forward at that crotch plate, or if you hold the crotch plate in place, you can bring the thighs really nicely high up. You can rotate them fairly nicely backwards there. You've got a nice double jointed knee, so you can bend there and you can bend at the top of the knee. There is no thigh swivel or knee swivel, and you have a nice pivot either side of that foot to get him in some really nice standing poses. And of course we also have that rocking motion on the toe. Alongside his Autobot brothers, he looks fantastic. I honestly can't wait to get Transistor now so I can display him with him as well, just to reenact that episode of those hunting for those Decepticons. Really, really love both these figures. Both are equally as good as the other. I think Brawn tips it just a little bit for me because he was one of my favourite characters as a kid. But both look amazing, and having these two together, I've copied what Vangelis did with the knee joints, sunk Brawnies in slightly. I demonstrate how to do that in my Brawny review. And just that little bit of height difference really does differentiate these two moulds, and they do look like completely different bots. Now, Backland's faceplate was a little bit more difficult to change. I had to get a small screwdriver just in behind where the visor was there because of some of the clearance issues with this top panel. But I've been informed that the visors aren't going to be as tight in the official product. And we just pop the new one in. And there he is with a silver visor instead. Just a nice little Easter egg there. Of course, you only get these accessories when you buy them as a 2-pack from your reputable retailer. And remember guys, Kapow Toys is the only UK retailer who have been given permission to sell these. So if anything goes wrong and you've bought it somewhere else in the UK, you have no comeback. Badcube are only dealing with Kapow Toys. So there we have it guys. Big thanks to the guys at Badcube and Kapow Toys for letting me showcase their work. Both Backland and Brawny are fantastic figures. I can't recommend them enough. Bearing in mind they came from the Cubex Huff figure, they have come such a long way. I said it in the Brawny review, I'll say it again. They are competing with the likes of Unique Toys for the most improved third-party company. I absolutely love what they've done here. Great use of intricate parts. Really nice how these guys pretty much fold inwards to outwards to form their bot modes. Basically the nearest we're going to get to mass shifting, and they've done a phenomenal job. Until next time guys, thanks for watching. From myself and Backland, goodbye.